Hello, guys. I had a super awesome morning studying The Prisoner of Shillong. Today, I'll be making a video on that. And I'm excited because I'm going to do a webinar on descriptive writing a few hours from now. That is for the crash course students who are doing their PSC exam coaching. And I was thinking, why people come to me and consider me a somewhat good teacher? It is because I'm a good student. Whenever I coach for an exam, what I do is I prepare for the exam. I start studying along with the students. I cover the portions. Every time I teach, I try to learn more than what I knew before. And it is amazing to undergo the same trauma and experience as the students. So I have almost finished the syllabus of BSc lectureship now. I recently studied for NET also. Again, I have started studying. I think there are lots of very good teachers who are all actually very good students. That is amazing. I just wanted to share with you that. And many of you will not be attending the webinar on descriptive writing. So I thought I'll just share with you a few thoughts about that as well, because many of you will be writing this exam. Descriptive writing is about your personality. It's about your knowledge. If you study some set points from guides or summaries and memorize, that is, and just throw it up in the exam, it is not going to help you. Very good descriptive answer should show the kind of person you are, your perspective. When you write an answer on The Prisoner of Shillong, which is by Byron, or on Shakespeare or Chaucer or any of the earlier writers, you should not write like a student from the 18th century or 19th century or even 20th century. You should try to bring in very subtly contemporary perspectives, cultural studies perspectives. And also you should show that you know not only the text, which you should know definitely, you should know the text thoroughly. You should show evidence of knowing the text. And you should also show that you know history. You know the other works of the author. You know the contemporaries. You know what other works are similar to this work. And you know what works have been inspired by this work, and so on and so forth. You don't have to wax eloquent on all these details, but by way of subtle cross connections and just subtle references, at least, you can bring in a rich tapestry of the tradition within which the text can be placed. That'll be amazing. You should use very good words, content words, that is, not fancy words, not jargons, not name dropping. That is not at all what I mean. But a genuine, knowledge, a scholarship you should show in your writing. That will come from practice when you really experience reading and with passion, and also get practice writing. And this genuine passion will shine through your answers. I guess from today onwards, if you're writing this descriptive exam, you should start writing answers and evaluate them yourself. You're all teachers. It should be not because of any teacher or any material, study material, or any summary that you pass. You should pass because of your merit, because of your scholarship, because of your personality. That is the ultimate. Like T.S. Eliot and the modernists thought, it is the tradition that you belong to that should shine in you, definitely. But your individual perspective is important. You should not be copying anybody else's summary or perspective or notes. It should only be a platform to help you develop your perspective. Ultimately, when you pass, it should be like 100% to your merit, to your advantage also, because it is you who have studied, it is you who have read, it is you who have written, and it is your perspective and personality that shines through. That is what I think makes a very good teacher. So with that, I'll end this video. Wish you all the best. Let me continue with my excitement, and the day is moving on into other texts. You will get to know about all this from Facebook, from Udemy, and from the world. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Love you all.